Well, good morning, everybody. How are you? Wow, we've been chatting since I posted the show. Stacy's our number one fan today. She was the first one in. Then Jonathan, then Laura Uli. I have a little bit of a cough. I got some allergies going on. It's driving me nuts. We have a lot of pollen in the air, which should be impossible considering we're in the triple digits, but same thing happens to me every year. So, how is your Tuesday going? It is Taco Tuesday, which is Laura's favorite day of the week because she loves tacos. Now, Aggie always says it doesn't have to be Tuesday for her to have tacos. She can have them on a Sunday. She can have them for breakfast on Friday. So she already told us that she is getting Chinese food today. But today we have a very important subject, something we haven't talked about in a couple of weeks, and that is about Jack and Lily. My brain is going in a million different directions, thinking, did three people outsmart the RCMP? That would be Daniel, Malaya, and Daniel's lovely mama. Did they really outsmart them? Did they? I don't think it's possible. And I know some people say the case stalled. It's a cold case. They're never going to find them. It's an anomaly for one child to go missing, unless they just got lost, or they went to a friend's house and just didn't want mama to know. Those type of things. And those are scary enough. Don't get me wrong. But when two children, two, just go poof, and you have three different stories from the people that were there. Silver Star, thank you, Share Cares. Look at that. What are y'all doing? I don't even know what this stuff means. Someone's going to have to educate me. So while you educate me, let's go ahead and tell everyone good morning. Tina said she started Monjoro Friday and not wanting to eat at all. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Well, go ahead, throw your theories in. You tell me, what do you think happened to Jack and Lily? I think it rhymes with the word rugs. Good morning, Diana Howry. But we have a special guest, and we have another one coming that is from Halifax. The person that's backstage device is not connected. So while this person, who's very important to the case, gets connected, let's look at what the police say about Jack and Lily, because I hang on every word that the police say, as opposed to the three adults that were home when Jack and Lily supposedly went missing. I still think something happened the night before, but I'm not part of the investigation. Okay?
We don't have evidence to suggest that an abduction took place at this time.
Is it something you're still investigating, whether or not they could have been abducted?
So we're exploring all investigative avenues. So on the morning of May 2nd, approximately 10 a.m., RCMP officers received a call about two missing children in Lansdowne Station. The information at the time was that they wandered off away from the property. And I can tell you that our officers got at the scene very quickly, and we were monitoring the situation and hopefully finding the children very soon after that.
So it's very quickly. Officers arrive, and then what? You expected, it sounds like you're saying that you'd...
They know the children were not abducted. They've got that part down. They've got that one down. But they know something very suspicious is going on. Someone's got a bad connection that's trying to come on. Marion, are we in bed together again? Marion says we go to bed together every night. Someone in here has got to have a theory about how 2 children in broad daylight just went missing.
Find the children quickly, or hoped you would anyways. That didn't happen.
So Kayla, what I can tell you, from experience, you look at missing children. I've been involved with a handful of cases since I've been with Strategic Communications. Most oftentimes, the children are located very quickly after officers arrive at the scene, right? And that's our hope every single time, that they wandered off and you can find the children. Because I'm sure, like every officer out there, I'm not on the road currently, but your heart is pounding, the adrenaline is rushing, you're trying to find those children, right?
And this case started just like that?
That's
what you're
correct.
describing, you thought you'd go there, find them very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And our officers were nearby in an ongoing search for a kayaker that had gone missing the day prior. And I can tell you I was monitoring the situation remotely, and our officers.
All right. He said, I was monitoring this situation remotely. We know what that means. Everyone that's involved in this case, as far as authorities, have raised eyebrows because they know something went on. Now, if you believe in statistics, so be it. Statistics show it's a very high child trafficking area. That is a possibility. Child abuse is a possibility, because I do believe these children were abused. I've seen the bruises. I know they weren't going to school. I know that their step grandma, whatever you want to call her, got the hell out of the trailer and went to the RV because she couldn't take the noise. You want to talk about noise? My granddaughter is almost 6 months old, and she will point and go, ah! And it's so loud. So while we sit here and scratch our heads and go, I can't believe they can't figure this out. You know what? There's lots of reasons that they can't. Lots. I'll give you 3. And the 3 reasons are the people that were there. We've heard rumors that Malaya was basically drugged and didn't know what was going on. Okay? Well, she wasn't drugged when she told the school that the kids weren't going to be there. We know that the bus driver's brother is an RSO, as in registered sex offender. Was the bus there that morning to pick him up, even though she said to the school, don't pick them up, they're not coming to school, they're sick? I don't know. But it stinks to high heaven. And it's been over a year, well over a year, since these babies have been seen. And I know someone out there has got to be missing them. The problem is, the people that should be missing them don't seem to be. And no, I'm not talking about Belinda.
You can tell they were getting there as quickly as possible.
There are some, as you are aware, many theories out there. Some people think, well, maybe it's really just a tragic accident. Maybe they just wandered off into the woods. But you've said that it's suspicious. So at the very least, why does the RCMP view this case as suspicious?
So every missing person's investigation is suspicious until it's proven that it's not. If we don't have that information to say that it's not suspicious, we have to continue to assume that it is suspicious and access those resources and tools and follow up those tips and find that evidence until we find the people that are missing.
So you don't think they were abducted, but you can't find them. How do two young children just vanish?
All right, I'm going to do a little case comparison. Actually, I'm going to do a few. Let's start with the case of Gannon Stout. Let's start with that. His, whatever you want to call that thing, Letitia, his former stepmother, said he just ran away. That's how they were treating the case based on the information they received. They already had their doubts because of her behavior. They ruled out abduction. They ruled out him getting lost somewhere in the woods of Colorado. It comes down to foul play. Now we get to another case, and it's the case of Summer Wells. They had an extensive search, shoulder to shoulder, helicopters, drones, dogs, you name it. Went on for 2 weeks. FBI card unit comes in. Obviously, this is in a different country. I don't know how it is done in Canada, so spank me, put me in the corner, and don't give me lunch. Anyhow, they said, no, there's no abduction. No. That leaves foul play. Okay? Harmony Montgomery. Every lie that Adam made up, they knew with his behavior, since he was not looking for his own daughter, it can only be foul. These people, the authorities, they know something's up. And they're being really nice about it, in my opinion. They're being real nice about it.
That's a great question, Kayla. And we are asking for the public for tips and information. And to date, we've received close to 500 tips. So we have to follow up on those tips, right? Whether it's a tip that indicates that there could be something that happened elsewhere in the province, elsewhere in the country, we have to follow up on those investigative tips to rule them out. And to this date, we haven't had any confirmed sightings.
But there
no confirmed sightings of the children, but you have confirmed sightings of, in my opinion, evidence that could have been, I'm going to say evidence in quotes, that could have been planted. Let me tell you what, neglect, endangerment, drugs, the whole 9 yards, children with bruises, children that go missing, that is a recipe for disaster. So you're just not going to convince me something wasn't going on in that trailer. Good morning, Sister Karen. Off topic. I made your recipe for the pasta salad with the peas and the carrots and everything. Yum. Yum. YUM dash EEEEE. Thank you for that. Man, I love when you guys give me recipes. Mirvi never does, but I don't think she's much of a cook. She's normally up at 4 o'clock in the morning spoiling her grandbabies.
have been tips that lead you to other parts of the country that you had to check.
As with any investigation, oftentimes we do get tips that you have to verify that are elsewhere, yes.
You have said that the children were last seen alive the day before. Can you tell me about the nature of that?
So we know they were seen in public with loved ones the day prior. The specifics aren't being released at this time.
Okay. And
He's too nice. Okay, so at this point, and remember, this is an old interview, okay? As in almost a year ago. They were seen in public with their loved ones. That's kind of a loose term. Not saying Malaya doesn't love her children. I'm not saying Daniel wasn't fond of them. But it comes down to this. What's up? School was off on Wednesday, and then they decided to keep them home on Thursday and Friday. What happened on Wednesday and what happened Thursday night into Friday morning? That's the key to this.
So that's the day before. So that's May 1st. But you've specifically asked for video back to April 28th. What's the reason for that?
You know, when you establish a timeline for any investigation, you want to know where these individuals were prior.
Okay. This is extremely important. When they said, we need video, anything you got back to April 28th. Now, we already know that Jack and Lily didn't go to school 41 days out of the year. 41 days. Couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. Now, my son had a horrible football injury on his 11th birthday, and he missed 41 days of school, but he had teachers that came over and kept him caught up. Okay? He did. He broke his hip right at the ball joint. Then he had the plate taken out because it's in what they call the growth area. You know how boys, they go from being like short to all of a sudden they're tall with an Adam's apple and pimples. After that, he had 6 weeks off of school and teachers came over to teach him. So tell me, why did these two children need 41 days out of school? We know Malaya and Daniel had some crazy ass issues between them. My thing with Malaya is she could have left. Daniel supposedly was going to work every Friday. There's no reason for her not to call her grandma or her mom and say, come get me. You know what it took to solve this situation? For Malaya, no one else, her two children going missing. Now she's fine. So they wanted information dating back to April 28th of 2025.
They may have been in contact with someone that you want to know who that person is. You may see something on that footage that you didn't know about prior to that. You know, we talked about license plates earlier and seeing them from a different angle. You might see someone that's known elsewhere. Maybe it's someone that's known to police. You never know. We really are seeking all investigative avenues in this case.
There have been some complaints that an Amber Alert was not issued. I understand that the criteria is very specific. Was that considered? Is it still possible?
Absolutely, Kayla. You know, on the day of the incident, I can tell you I was working. I reviewed the policy that morning. We have to have a suspect or a person of interest when it comes to abduction or a vehicle. You know, in terms of sending out an alert, when you send an Amber Alert, you want to direct the public to look for a specific vehicle, to look.
Hold on, everybody. I'm going to bring our guest up. All right, everybody, we have our special guest. This is our friend Kent Corbett. And let's have a round of applause for him. Can everyone hear him okay?
Hello.
All right, so what's the haps? What's going on? What do you think has slowed down this investigation, or is there a slowdown?
Myself, I don't know if there's a slowdown. I think they're just getting into the nitty-gritties, trying to find the proof of the information that they need. And whether you're saying that to slow down or what, but I just think that there's issues at hand that they're trying to find the information to connect the dots.
I agree. So I'm going through old footage from, I mean, I guess it's not that old, from the RCMP. And can everyone hear Kent? Sister Karen said she can. Share care says she has no audio. She may have to reconnect. It's okay. We're having some technical difficulties today. Also, we have a new friend in here. Hold on. Where did she go? This is Vicky Tinney. Can everyone give her a huge, warm welcome? Kimberly Hayden said, what time are the records saying Malaya called her mother after calling the kids sick? I believe I read somewhere around 8 a.m. Why she called her mother, I don't know, because 911 wasn't called until around 10 a.m. Correct, Kent?
Well, it was a missed phone call when she called her mother, and that was at 8:28.
Do you know why she called her mother? Because, I mean, you know all these people, okay?
No, I don't know all these people. I know of them the same as everybody else.
Oh, no, I don't mean it that way. I just know you're very involved in the case. You're very active.
Yeah.
You go to the vigils and everything. Now, let me see if I can. Boy, this would be a lot easier if you could connect on StreamYard. What did you think about the pictures of Malaya and the Carhartts and the hoodie, vaping, eating chili on the four-wheelers? Because that got social media real upset.
Is that the latest, like the last round or the first batch?
Hold on. You know what? I'm going to put a new link in here, Kent. I'm going to put it in the chat. That would be easier. Okay.
I'm gonna go and try to get my permissions changed, and then I'll get back to you.
All right. No problem. Thank you. Okay. So the reason I did that is so I can share the screen. We have a very special guest in here from Halifax that would like to come up and speak. We've been talking about doing this show since Thursday. So let's get back to what the police said. And you tell me, did the three people that were home in charge of Jack and Lily, have they fooled the authorities, or are the authorities playing them?
For that license plate, to look for that suspicious person, to have a photo of someone or more information to suggest that there was an abduction. In this case, they are young children, certainly vulnerable people, and a vulnerable person alert was issued.
Does the RCMP know what happened here? Even if you can't tell me, do you know?
So what I can tell you is that we're exploring all investigative avenues.
Do you have a case? Are you building a specific case that's leading you in a certain direction?
In this case, the investigation is still being investigated under the Missing Persons Act.
Okay. I don't live in Canada, so I don't know. I don't know what the Missing Persons Act is. I'm going to go ahead and try to compare it to something like, well, the only thing that I know in Oklahoma, that we have an Amber Alert, which is rare to come out. Annette, can you grab the link? Truth to Light. When was this interview, Brooks? About a year ago. It's very, very telling. Very telling. Okay, he connected. Welcome back, buddy.
Technology's great when it works good.
Yeah, I know. It's insane. It's crazy, Drives me nuts sometimes, but do you think the three people that were home, do you think they have any inclination of what happened to Jack and Lily? Because we're not talking about one child that was snatched off the street, which is horrible. Okay, those are the hardest cases, at least in this country, to solve.
I think two of them probably have knowledge, and the third person would have after the fact knowledge.
So who would be the third person?
Janie.
Okay. Kimberly Mann, is Meadow still in state custody? Last I heard, she is.
As far as we know, yep.
Last I heard. And I mean, I can't speak for Child Protective Services in Nova Scotia, but I mean, here they don't just take a child for no reason. Something got them going. I don't know if it was positive drug tests. I don't know if it was the filth in the house. I don't know if it's because 2 children were missing and we have 3 different stories. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be a decision made on whether on the care of the baby until there's a satisfaction decision in the case of what happened.
Well, I mean, she's been in foster care basically for a year. So exactly what Malaya have to do to get her child back, or Daniel?
The investigation would have to be wrapped up into Jack and Lily. Like, they're not going to put a third child if it was to be because of decisions made by the parents. They ain't going to put a third child back into that situation, right? So she'll stay in foster care until the investigation's up of what happened to the other 2.
Okay, now let me ask, this is opinion only, and it has nothing to do with your country, my country, anyone's country. Do you think that the Child Protective Services in one way or another might have failed Jack and Lily?
That's a tough question. It all depends on what you believe before the children went missing and what they were involved for.
Okay. No, I got it. Do you think it was them not going to school? Do you think it was them showing up with kind of like raggedy hair? Annette,
I think it's the combination of everything. Them showing up, possibly raggedy hair, smelling, hungry sometimes. The amount of time that they were missing.
Bruises
in certain points of the year. So I think that would all weigh into teachers and or any other professional making the report. And then they follow up and they have to accept the story, and they're the same as anybody else investigating anything. They have to make a judgment on whether what they're being told is truthful and possible, and then make the decision from there. And we all know hindsight is 20/20, but
I'm going to go ahead and say hindsight's a bitch, and they don't care about their hindsight, because I think several people failed Jack and Lily.
that's definitely possible. We know that they weren't in the best circumstance, even if some of the other stuff that we suspect happened wasn't happening. But you know that there was neglect there for sure. Like,
Mhm. Well, Belinda at one time had a theory. I'm just going to say theory. I don't want to say opinion. I'll just go ahead and say opinion that all this had to do with Malaya and her mother. Now, why? I don't know. But she obviously knows them way better than we do. Does that sound possible? Or are we back to Durwood and Daniel?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, they're arresting people on other crimes left and right.
But not necessarily connected to Jack and Lily.
Is it or isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, right?
Right. Seems a little suspicious to me. Okay, let's get back to what the police say.
It sort of seems from the last news release that you issued. These are the reason I'm asking these questions. I read that news release and I thought, I don't think they have any idea what happened here.
When it comes to missing people, it's very complex. It can be very long-term investigations. It can be difficult on first responders, especially when it involves vulnerable people. And we have to be patient. And we have to follow the leads and follow the facts and evidence that we gather to bring us to locating the children.
Does the RCMP think Lily and Jack could still be alive?
That's a great question, and we want to locate them and find them. And our goal is to investigate every single avenue until we find them.
Is it possible at this point?
That's a great question, and our role is to find them in the evidence surrounding their disappearance.
You mentioned a lot of the tips you're getting. I'm sure you're aware there's extraordinary public interest in this case. Some people are frustrated that the RCMP is not saying more. We understand it's an active investigation. And in some cases, the lack of information leads to speculation, and rumors are rampant online, and that's done some harm on the family in this case as well.
Okay, who is knocking at the door? Okay, first off, Trisha said she doesn't think that the other charges are connected at all. I think they could possibly be a good way to fact find what happened to Jack and Lily. But we've got someone in the background. Who is knocking at the door? Okay, I've got people saying RCMP is worthless, things like that. Let's see who's knocking at the door. It's our friend Net, or as I call her, Nettie. She's my Nettie. What are you doing, girlfriend?
Hi, honey. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Great. Oh, great. I just got sorry. I missed, I was late today, but I'm sorry.
Oh,
but I got a lot to say about Mr. Kent.
Oh, dear God, what's going on? I mean, the show's not about him, but if you guys have an issue, go ahead.
I don't have an issue. Oh, the only issue is, why are you selling keychains of children that are missing, trying to make money?
I'm not selling keychains.
You were?
Nope.
Oh, you're not the guy in the wheelchair?
Yep.
Yeah, that's you. I know.
But I wasn't selling the keychains.
You're trying to get your fucking fat face in there everywhere as you can, and you're fucking messing up the investigation.
Oh, am I?
Because you are. You're throwing out shit that's not even relevant. You're talking about CPS didn't fail Jack and Lily? Are you kidding me?
Did you sell keychains, Kent? I didn't know.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Nope.
Yes, you did, Kent, you liar. You're a liar just like the rest of them.
Who made the keychains, Kent?
The keychains were made by Lana.
Okay.
Some of them. They had 21 when I took over the fundraising from Lana. And they were all sold on the pre-order when people originally ordered the bracelets.
You're not a very good liar, Kent. You just told on yourself.
And then when we were waiting for the bracelets coming up to the Jack
Oh.
Vigil in October and sending them out because we were waiting to receive the keychains. And if you go back to the video of the vigil, you'll see that Janice and a couple other people, I can't remember who all was at the table, but they were the ones that handled the selling of the keychains that was left.
Oh. No, who needs to sell keychains, Ken? Why don't you fuck off? Why are you guys trying to make money off kids that are missing?
Now, my question is, okay, when you sell the
I'm
keychains,
so mad. I can't stand these lying bunch of bastards.
okay, all right, I
You
got
know, Annette, what's your
sick
real
of 'em.
name?
There's two. Listen, buddy, I live in Halifax, okay? You're a bunch of fucking weirdos out in fucking Pictou. Go fucking diddle some more kids, you cocksucker. Listen, I'm sorry, Brooks. I'm so fucking mad. I am sick of these bunch of fuckers. I'm sick of them.
Let's take
I
it.
knew I'd get emotional. I told you how emotional I am, right?
I know.
And now these
Okay.
people come in and they try to play it off like it's nothing.
TJ's mom said she bought two keychains, but they weren't from Kent. It was from Atlanta. Then she stepped back. I ended up getting mine mailed from Janice. Who's Janice?
Janice Potty, who was the other person that helped me took over the fundraising when Lana was forced out. And
Forced out.
the only thing that I sold, I had the signs, the lawn signs, and I have decals.
Okay.
Decals.
Is it true? Is it true that the proceeds from selling things go to Malaya? Or is
Nope.
it, what is it?
If there's any money left after the stuff that I was in charge of selling, if there's any
What a
proceeds
joke.
left. Annette, do you want to just talk? Because I can leave Brooke, like if she wants to just go on. If she wants to believe whatever she wants to believe, I can't change her mind.
It's not believing. It's knowing what I know. And
Yeah,
seeing
well,
what
you don't
I
know
see.
fuck all.
Listen, you old bastard. You got no business trying to make money off of kids that are missing.
Who's making
hear?
money?
Go wash your dirty ass and put on a clean shirt because you're slothy and dirty.
Okay. So the fundraising goes to fund searches, correct?
If there was any proceeds left over, the donation or the proceeds will be donated to Pictou County Ground Search and Rescue.
Oh, do
As
they not have
in the GoFundMe.
But they didn't get nothing yet, right?
Yeah, they
Nothing's been
got
donated yet.
yes.
Oh. Where's
They
it been donated,
received
kid?
they received the $1,000 that Janice's husband's employer donated, and they received half of the GoFundMe, and the other half went to Please Bring Me Home that Christine Inrig was operating. But the GoFundMe was for the purchase and promotion of awareness materials.
The police don't need GoFundMe's
Some-
for searches. The
And
police don't need outrageous funds.
Now my
but when
question,
Christine left the scene,
you guys are very heavily
Christine got a hold of Cheryl and Malaya, and
very heavily taxed in Canada. So why are we raising extra funds?
We don't have to raise extra funds. We
Okay.
don't have to do any of that
it was
bullshit.
$485, and they
Okay.
split that in
Stop,
half
man.
and made a donation to Ground Search and
That's what
Rescue,
bullshitters do. They try to
and
talk their way
the
out
other
of
half
things.
went to Please Bring Me Home.
But I thought they were nonprofit. Am I wrong?
The rest of the stuff that had been sold since then, since Jack's video in October, I've had nothing to do with. That's all done by Janice and Cheryl.
At first, you had no part in it, but then it went into a big story about, oh, it's this person, that person, and I'm in with this person and that person. Okay, Kent. Make up another story.
Okay, so did any of the money fund this search that Malia was doing? People got real mad that I posted this, and I don't know why. Looks like she's got a vape in her hand. Someone's eating chili. And I said, social media is wild in this weekend. Why, you ask? Because Jack and Lily's mom was out and about four-wheeling. There was some, Kent left. There was some drinking and appeared to be a good time. I assumed it was a search for her children, but I don't know. The comments are all split. So did any of that money go to fund this search?
Any money go to fund what search?
Any of them?
I couldn't tell you. Not involved in that.
Oh, okay. So you're totally out of the fundraising thing now.
Well, the only thing that I have, like I say, is I have signs,
Mhm.
and then I had the window decals. And we've only sold a few of those.
Okay, and remember, my post just said I assumed it was a search. What really got me, and someone's going to have to educate me. I go to school every day on this channel because this was a month ago. Okay, we're in July. This is in June. And I'm like, why has everyone got winter clothes on? I would sweat my... I would be sweating my ass off wearing Carhartts and a hoodie. Do you all typically wear that in June?
No.
What do you
I
wear?
would-
What do you wear in June?
Shorts and tank tops.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
hot as fuck here.
Really? What's the
Yeah.
temperature right now?
We just had like a heat wave a couple weeks ago. It was like we're in the 40s. Like we go by, Celsius. So, yeah, we're like 40.
So it'd be like 80 degrees. All right.
What?
So,
No, it's like more like 90 something.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's what my friend Pat was telling me. She lives in.
Very hot.
All right. Shenanigans has a question for Kent. How is Steven Nelson doing in prison? Who is Steven Nelson?
I don't know how he's doing in prison.
But who is he?
Yeah, who is he?
I'm asking.
He was a person who was charged. Well, you'd have to say the last 2 weeks now, because it wasn't last week, but the week before, for producing and distributing
Oh, you're like the guy with the child porn.
child porn, yeah. And he lives about 5 miles from me.
Mm,
And he was on my, like I say, I do know him.
mhm.
And he was on my Facebook friends list, and the ones in Shenanigans were pretty worried about that the other night. So, but I don't know half the people on my friends list on Facebook just because we're friends. Usually it means that I know of them, but it's not like we're drinking buddies or anything.
No, I got you. I got you. I remember one day I was talking to you, and I think you were having lunch with Durwood, and he was super upset that I was doing a show talking about him in a Speedo riding a moose and all that stuff. And he thought that, like, I really have these pictures of him. Is he doing okay?
Well, I don't know whoever told you. I never ever had lunch with him, but I
You-
talked to him, but I don't have lunch with him.
No, you were having lunch with him and we talked. Either way, that's not a crime. So this guy, he's in prison. Share cares.
Oh, he was held on charges. Like he was charged, and instead of letting him go, they held him in custody until he appears in court. Which is, I think it's this week he's supposed to go to court, I think. I can't
Now,
remember in the Facebook post.
What about Daniel? When is he going back?
When did it get adjourned to? You should know that as much as I do. Or Shenanigans could tell you she was there. I don't.
She's not on panel. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, well, I don't keep up on it.
And these are hard questions. I mean, I get it. So why is Lana?
Hey, Shan, did you get those cucumbers for your eyeballs?
Huh?
Huh?
Someone has some background noise. Do you mind turning off your TV or whatever you got going on because people can't hear? Okay.
That better?
Yeah. Cher said Lana started the fundraiser, not Kent. Shenanigans said December 3rd for Lana. Okay. Well, we know the police believe that this is super suspicious. We know the police believe that they were not abducted. So it comes down to this. Do the 3 people that were home have any inkling of what happened? Or are they totally clueless like the rest of us?
I think they'd have to know what happened.
I would think they would have a good idea. What do you think, Nat?
Oh, they 100% know. They 100% know. Like, it's in their words. It's in their words. I was listening last night on a channel, and they were going over Janie talking. She said she's not going to tell the truth for anything in the world because apparently she was bribed with dog treats and whatnot. Anita said she was going to give her whatever she wanted. And she said, I won't tell the truth for anything. All you got to do is go over their words and they tell on themselves. Plain as day.
Does anyone think that drugs might be part of the problem? I'll start with Kent. Earth to Kent. Earth to Kent. Okay, he doesn't want to answer. Net, do you think that, drug habits might be part of the problem?
100%.
Okay.
100%. I think it's what led to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Their money problems, everything. Then they
Yeah, drugs could also be definitely what happened to the children too. It doesn't just have to be the root of the problem to begin with, which causes the problem of what we were talking about earlier. Of is that a problem in a household? And
See, I thought from the beginning that the kids got into something and ate something, some rugs, whatever. I think that's what happened. That's what I thought from the beginning. And then
I thought that too.
Had to get rid of the kids because of what happened. That's why they're both liable, because they were both there under their care, and Janie as well. She knows what happened.
Well, like I say, I think Janie would have to know after the fact whether she knew what was happening at the point of when it happened or after it was already in progress.
Mm-hmm.
But she'd have to know after the fact for sure.
But Earl Martell says she is a piece of shit grifter.
I don't know Earl at all. All I've seen of Earl is what he said on Facebook.
Okay. Well, let's look at what Earl said.
Have now gone by with no sign of Lily and Jack Sullivan. There are countless red flags in this case.
Just look at their faces. Just look at them.
I can't even look at them because I'm going to cry.
Okay,
Who would hurt these babies?
I know.
Oh, what is wrong with them, guys? What is wrong with them? These kids deserve love. kindness, care, dedication. Like, being a mother to me is everything. It's everything. Like, I
It's
don't
the most
understand it.
important job in the world.
I don't understand it, Brooks. I really don't.
Being a parent is the most important job in the world. And if we're lucky, then we're blessed with being a
Right.
grandparent.
And as a mother, I don't care what you go through. I don't care if you're tied down, beat up. You get out of that situation with your kids. Malaya gets no passes from me whatsoever. They were her children's shenanigans. Do you hear that? Because I know you're on here. And you're the one sticking up for her. They were her kids. She did nothing to protect them. Hear that? I'm tired of these people. They're getting these little groups going here, there, and there, sticking up for this side, sticking up for that side. Who's on Jack and Lily's side? Us.
Good
People
question.
that didn't even know them.
Good question. Put a 1 in chat if you're on Jack and Lily's side. Put a 2 in chat if you are on the side of the 3 people that were home when they just mysteriously disappeared.
Like, I knew coming on here, I knew I was going to get upset.
You're okay. You're okay, baby. Okay. We have a lot of 1s. I'm out since
Like,
she's.
I told you, Brooks, too. I told you that I'm Indigenous and I'm Mi'kmaq, right?
You're
We're
okay.
from the Eastern Shore. So, like, I don't even know if these kids could be distantly related to me. I don't know. But I just feel a passion that I gotta do something. I gotta help in some way. And I don't know what to do.
I don't think anyone does. Kent, do you know what to do?
No, we got to keep pressuring the RCMP to not give up, because that's what some people think.
RCMP will not give up. They are not going to give up.
No,
It
but
took them
some
2
people.
years to solve Devin Marsman's case, and we knew all along who did what, okay, in Halifax. It took them 2 years to solve it because they were making sure they had them, and they want to make sure they found his body, and that's what happened. So they're taking their time with this because I know they are going down.
Oh yeah, I believe that they'll solve it as well. Like, this isn't unsolvable. These people aren't criminal masterminds or able to outsmart the RCMP. Like, that's not going to happen.
And that's the title of the show. Did they fool the authorities? Who is
No,
they?
I don't think so.
They think they did. They think they did.
Okay. Belinda Grace said she bought a keychain and bracelets at the second vigil. Who the hell would charge Belinda for her own
Right.
grandkids merchandise?
Oh, barf.
Yeah, well,
You
that's
effing kidding me? Who accepted money from Belinda? Now we've got a big ass.
You know what?
here.
Those keychains or whatever they were, stickers, they should have been given out kindly, freely of the heart for anybody that want to get more
Hell, you can
awareness.
make your own if you want. Hell, you
They
can make
shouldn't
your
be
own.
for money. They shouldn't have to be
but
paid
who's supposed
for.
to pay for it?
Ken, it ain't that hard to pay for a couple stickers.
Well,
Okay.
no, but it's you're not looking at a couple. And Belinda, everything that Belinda got from me, like when I gave Belinda, I gave her her lawn sign, and then when the printing company was printing
I don't
the
even
big
understand
4x4
why
signs.
there's lawn signs in this. Like, this is ridiculous.
No, I
What,
mean,
you can't do some paper and some signs?
obviously they have a business to run, so they're going to get paid. Belinda Grace I was given a bracelet, but wanted a couple more. Now,
Exactly.
I've been doing this a little more than a minute, and I have called printing companies before, and I would tell them, this is for, I'm going to CrimeCon, this is going on, and they're like, yeah, no problem. And they do it free of charge.
Thank you.
We
Thank
got it at cost.
Okay. Well, that's fine. If that's how they want to do it, that's fine.
Yeah.
How much was it at cost, Ken?
The signs, we paid $17.45 per lawn sign, and that's double
Oh,
sided.
that's bullshit. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Well,
No,
see?
no, I don't know. No
you
one.
know better there, Nettie, whoever you are, if that's your real name.
She
Oh,
knows.
I get my real name, bro. Don't you worry. I'm a real
And-
person. I got nothing to
Well,
hide from.
when
She lives
My
in
real name's up
Halifax.
there all day long.
Her son's
yeah, so
her
but
son.
why are you accusing somebody of
All I
lying if
accused
they're
you
telling you what the price
All I
was?
said about you was you're trying to make money off of children that are missing. That's
No,
what I
you
said.
just
And the proof
accused
is in
me.
the pudding.
You just accused
That's like
me.
me going out making fucking signs. For to
When I
throw money
told
for
you the
children.
price of signs, you
Bullshit.
said, "Oh, that's bullshit."
You're bullshit.
Okay, let's all calm down. Everyone, breathe in, breathe out. Because I know when it comes to money, people get upset.
I'm gonna
But-
calm down before my son comes down again.
Well, I know.
My son
Daniel.
don't want to see me worked up. I tell you right
No,
now.
no. Well,
I got 3 sons.
yeah, but Daniel
Well,
threatened.
fuck around, and find out, bud.
Yeah, Daniel threatened one of your sons, and you were in chat talking about it, and I'm like, ooh, and you said, "Come to
Imagine that.
Halifax, buddy."
Come the fuck out here, you fucking. Well, yeah, imagine. Their head be kicked off in 2.2 seconds. They wouldn't even have a thought. Wouldn't
My
even be a thought.
Okay, so Belinda said she was given a bracelet but wanted a couple more. So I guess she bought a couple more. Now, I tell you who does amazing work, and that's Cheryl. And she gives away tons of stuff. She offered a pin to me, and I said, no. Give it away around there. And of course, people start questioning her. Where's the money? It comes right back to me to replace my cost.
But that's Cheryl Savadon. That's not Cheryl Local. Cheryl Savadon is the one that made the pins and the newest stickers that are out there that you'll see on Belinda's Facebook
Mhm.
and stuff. That's Cheryl Savadon, or Cheryl Wozniak. Sorry, Cheryl Savadon is from Halifax. But Cheryl Wozniak, and she's from out, I think it's in Alberta, and she's the one that sent the stuff all home for that. And she's doing that out of her own money, and anybody that gives her donations back for it just makes that less out of her money.
Okay, so with all the money that's been given to these searches, when is the next search?
I don't know when
Because I
there's
think
people that
That
are out
search is
there.
$17.49, the same prices as the fucking signs.
I think.
There's people out there searching all the time
Well, let me tell
on their own.
Let me tell you a
As
story.
far as PBM8 searching, I don't know when or if they're coming back. You would have to ask Malaya or Cheryl, or maybe Shenanigans at.
Okay, now let me tell you a story. There was a girl that went in a scene in Florida a couple of years ago, and True Crime Beat, by the way, put your link in here so everyone can subscribe to you. By the way, we have 233 people in here. Please hit the like, and if you're in the bushes, come out and say hi. We're nice. True Crime Beat, she called every printing company in Orange freaking County, Florida. And they were like, yes. She took the day off of work and she went around and she put all the flyers up. Now, we know what happened to Madeline. So I've got a bigger issue with businesses making money as opposed to private people making money. Because I couldn't imagine taking a dime for
That's
printing
right, Brooks.
a missing child's flyer.
No, nobody that I know of. I don't think anybody charged for flyers. And in the immediate time after Jack and Lily went missing, there was lots of flyers that I can't tell you the number of thousands because I wasn't involved in that. But I know when Christine was organizing it, that's what she was doing. People from across other provinces, they would either get one and download it themselves and go to the local library and print off however many they wanted. But I know that there was also cases where Christine would call a local printing company and get a couple hundred made up for that person and pay for it. And then that person would just go in and pick up the order, and they would go around their local community and put it up.
Yeah, that's cool.
But anyways, I gotta run here, Brooke. So
Oh, no. You have nothing to do. Okay, so let's talk about hotel.
no, I gotta go and I
Now
gotta make
gone
some
by
calls
with
from
no
the
sign
business.
of Lily and Jack Sullivan. There are countless red flags in this case, from the mother not speaking out to the reports of Jack having black eyes on multiple occasions. The condition of the yard and the fact that CPS was involved with the family before the kids went.
Okay, everyone, the children's grandmother is in here, Belinda, and I just absolutely adore her. So no one, and I want everyone that has a wrench to understand if someone attacks her, well, you know what happens. Nettie, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, honey.
Okay. Quick question. Why is it so damn hard to get a hold of you?
Who, me?
Yep. I tried to call you 3 times this morning on Facebook and I sent you messages.
Good girl, you get up too early. I
Oh.
sleep in now. Listen, I'm 54 years old, right? I'm
You're
almost at freedom 55.
Are you serious? I've seen your picture. There's no way you don't.
I
Did
am
you-
54, I swear to God.
Did you use a filter or something?
No I don't use filters and I don't even really wear makeup. I might wear a little mascara. I swear to
Wow.
God, I was born in 1972 and that's my picture.
Janice said, I'm not bragging in any way. I'm just stating I'm a very honest person. I've got zero problem with you.
Who,
Nothing.
me?
No, Janice. I just told
Oh,
you
okay.
I don't have any problem with you. And I don't have any problem with Kent because he kind of seems like someone that could have been pulled in the wrong direction by people that are in here saying they feel like they got scammed by someone. Either or, we know who the real people are.
Right.
Missing. We
I
also
know
know
some
that
real
school
soon as I
officials
talk to
spoke
them.
out anonymously saying that the kids didn't have warm clothes. It's also troubling, and the more that comes out in this case, the more I don't believe for a second that Jack and Lily walked into the woods and vanished. Thanks to the article by the Globe and Mail, we learned so many new details about the case that we never knew before. We heard about a neighbor reporting a car coming and going from the residence in the early morning hours, and also how police searched Earl Martell's isolated property, located on a hill. Talking about Earl Martell, I came across a troubling video of Daniel Martell's father having an outburst. He was ranting and raving at a YouTuber who was in the area searching for the children. This is a very sensitive situation, and tensions are high, so I don't know if we should read too much into this encounter. However, it is worth sharing since police did go up there to search his property. We don't know if Earl spent any time with the children. As far as I know, only Daniel's 2 biological children went up to his hill to visit him. We saw some of their toys in his very cluttered house. Earl Martell never spoke out about Jack and Lily, so we don't know if he had any visits with them or any relationship with his step-grandchildren.
What are you doing? Put your camera down, bud. Be a man. Be a man.
Tell me, what can I help you?
Are you the one that stole them kids?
Me?
He said, are you the one that stole them kids? How would
Brooks,
you?
why do they refer to them as them kids or them or that.
Because they're not theirs. They're not their blood relation. I mean,
That's terrible.
I know.
They have names.
Janice said, I asked many times about how money went from Atlanta to Kent, never got an answer. So I think we solved that. And Belinda, one of my favorite people on the planet, sometimes I call her about my granddaughter, and basically she just laughs because, well, it's funny conversations. She said Lily Mae and Jackie Boy are the only team to defend. So let me ask you this, Nettie.
Okay.
How can 3 people be there? The children were off school on Wednesday. They didn't go to school on Thursday or Friday, obviously.
Right.
The police, when they had the cadaver dogs out, basically cornered Daniel and said they think something happened Thursday night.
Right.
Now we've heard rumors that Malaya was drugged and didn't have any idea what was going on. Yeah, we know it's an abusive relationship. We know that they went back and forth and got it.
She was drugged. Sure, she was willingly.
Well,
but why do you think she stayed there?
Okay, well, somebody.
She had a chance to move, right? Her mom already had the U-Haul ready for her and everything. Did she not? Yes, she did. But she told her mother she wasn't going. And she stayed.
Do you think Cindy might be part of the problem, her mother?
100%.
Okay. Shit.
100%. She's an enabler. And she doesn't even care much anyways. She cares about her life. And protecting her life.
Okay.
That's what she cares about. And apparently her mother went in and traded in her car after all this happened. Why are you trading in the car? Where would this stuff go? Isn't that suspicious?
Now, hold on.
And
Her
apparently
mother,
all kinds of things about her background that's coming out now. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard some things.
Hang on. Say it again. What is okay? We have 248 people in here. Please hit the like and come in and say hi. I know it takes 5 minutes because I don't like trolls coming in here. So,
No, it's a bunch of them in the bushes. Listen, they don't want to. It's probably not your regulars.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I like making new friends. So tell me again about the car, Net.
Okay. Apparently, Malaya's mother had a car. She went and traded it in. Right out of the blue, traded it in after the kids were gone missing. So that's awfully suspicious. Daniel also demolished his car. He had it squashed. So why are these people trading in cars and getting rid of old cars? Because there's probably evidence in the cars.
You know, I don't think I would even think about a vehicle if my children were missing.
Right? Think about it, Brooks. Exactly.
But it really wouldn't
That
cross.
would be the last thing on my mind would be, let me get a new car right now. Hey, as long as my car still drove, I'd have it. It actually, by the time I was done looking, it would have no wheels because I'd drive the wheels right off it. I'd be everywhere looking. And Cindy, she don't care too much because apparently, soon as all this went down, when they had taken Meadow into CPS custody, they brought Meadow to Cindy at first. And Cindy was more concerned about going to work. Couldn't even take work off. She goes and gets her friend Anita to come and babysit. Well, that's where she made her big mistake. Because Anita saw things and heard things and knows things. And now they're all mad at her because she's the one coming out and telling the truth.
Okay, do tell.
Well, I mean, listen, I kind of don't want to secondhand information, but there's because I don't want to get anything wrong. But Anita has seen things. She's seen Meadow. She's seen the shape she was in. She said she was very thin. like malnourished looking. She was afraid. She couldn't even stand up. She can't walk at 18 months old. She can't walk.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Anita said she tried to set her down in the playpen or whatever when she was watching her, and the baby was just so upset. She just held her legs up like right up like tight, like she didn't want to be let down or, put down or anything. Yeah.
Well, my issue is they could have impounded the cars to search them, but they got rid of them.
Right.
That's sus to me.
That's very sus, but it's a big mistake on part of the RCMP.
And the only person I've heard say that their car was searched was Janie.
I didn't know Janie had a car. I thought she only had a 4-wheeler.
I don't know. That's what she said. One day she's got something, next day she doesn't. She was supposed to go to get her groceries and all her running around done on Friday, but that was the one day that she told her brother she couldn't go.
Exactly, because something went down. You can't go out somewhere and do your regular stuff when something big happened and you're all worked up. No, that's why she didn't go anywhere that day. They tell on themselves, Brooks. All you do is think about it.
Then you got Earl coming down screaming, "Did you take them kids?"
Yeah. Why would Earl say that?
Came in there, bud. Be a man. Be a man.
Tell me, what can help you?
Are you the one that stole them kids?
Me?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
Are you in here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
You're a idiot. Another one of them YouTubers, are you?
Is anything wrong? I park my car in here?
You're not parking, you being an idiot.
For what?
You can YouTube all you want. You low-life little.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
You can
at
smile
you,
because you
look
got a
at
camera. There.
Calm
You're taking
down.
my picture.
Calm
I don't
down.
have to calm down.
Who heard you?
You're the one that.
Who heard you?
You.
Who heard you?
You.
Keep quiet. Keep quiet, man.
Hate you, YouTubers.
I'm not YouTuber.
Then what are you doing here?
I'm here looking for it. What are you doing? Oh,
There's a me then.
because you took a picture of me first.
I live here.
So what? I can't come here to help? What the wrong
And
with you,
gives him the
man?
finger
What's wrong
because
with
he's
you?
helping.
Walk away, little.
So I think we understand how that's going.
Brooks, you know what?
What?
These people give Nova Scotia a real bad name. Because I'm telling you right now, we are not all like that here. We don't we don't even like that's. Oh, I don't know. It must be the Pictou because in Halifax, I don't see any people like that around here.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and give him a little bit of grace and say, someone's on your property and they say they're looking for 2 missing children. Me personally, I'd say have at it. But
Exactly.
he points at him and says, "Are you the one that stole them kids?"
Here, I'll give you an example here. Now, actually, on Friday, a guy across the way here, I know him, and he walked by me. I was hanging clothes in my clothesline. And he goes, "Hey, Nat, did you see my little fella?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see him." I said, "What's he get on?" I said, "How long has he been gone?" He's like, "About 30 minutes. I'm like, "Okay." So I go in the house, throw something on, right? Within 30, I was over there within 2 minutes, right? I'm like, "Do you got your son?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got him. Thank God." Right. But I'm like, I was over there with, 2 minutes just to try and help to look for his son. Right.
Mhm.
So, and a kid was like, he was only gone a half hour. The kid wasn't even he was just like a couple houses right up the spit. He wasn't very far. Right. So that just goes to show you within a half hour's time limit, the kids can't go that far. Kids can't go that far. If the kids were in the woods, they would have found them.
We had a case in Alabama several years ago. Little Vady, long red hair, curly long red hair. Okay, and she got away from her grandma. She was chasing her puppy, and she got lost in the hills of Alabama. and she was found with her puppy.
Oh.
And I just always assume when kids, especially two, I'm assuming that they're out in the woods somewhere. And either they're trying to find each other or they're trying to find their way back home. They searched the woods.
Right.
Melinda said, thank you, Janice, because Daniel's old vehicle was at his father's place. And also, Earl said the ATV was kept at his place. And that was reported by Globe and Mail. So what do we say about that?
Man, I zoned out for a second. There's Brooks. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Sexy Earl. You know, I would love to see him and Vincent together. Wow, what a couple. Earl said the ATV was kept at his place, and he told that to Globe and Mail.
Why are they okay, my question is, why are they so worried about where the ATV was kept and who was driving it?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Because the ATV was used in the crime.
Ooh, you said it. I didn't have to say it. Okay.
If you mention something so many times, it's and you try to like play it off as something normal, well then it's not normal. It's relevant to the case. You keep mentioning something, hoping people will say, okay, well, yeah, that's wouldn't have nothing to do with that. Wouldn't have nothing to do. Some people are a little bit smarter than that. Some people know how to connect the dots.
Trees 14 said an ATV can cover a lot of ground quickly.
Sure can. Sure can. And they're fast. Like fast, like I know what she means, but I mean, even on like if you take that on a road, you can do some speeds on it.
If you know
And
how to use it.
I'm sure them pipeline boys, and they all know how to drive them ATVs, don't they? That's their thing. Yep.
Janice said, I did 2 searches and I'll tell you, it was hard AF to get through. Can't imagine Jack and Lily didn't go in the woods, and if they did, would not have made it far at all.
She's right. Our woods are crazy. We're not really flat land here. Okay, you think Nova Scotia? We're not flat. We have so many hills, and like the woods are up and down, and there's lakes, and there's so many rivers, and we have so much water here. Not just the ocean, the lakes we have. We walk like I can just walk not even 5 minutes, and I'm at a lake. Literally, there's lakes everywhere. Like I'll go anywhere in 5 minutes, I'll find a lake here.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so much water, and that's my concern. My concern isn't the woods. No, it's water.
My first thing was woods and water.
Yeah.
I didn't go straight to the parents or the parent, which is Malaya. And now I've got way too many question marks to answer.
Yes, there's too many question marks, and things don't add up.
And here's the main one.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will...
By the way, these people do a great job. It's called World Entertainment and News. Subscribe up. It's a great channel.
I've never
be looking at the bombshell that Malaya's sister has just dropped. And this includes an altercation on the property and a pink blanket possibly being...
Can I just say something? I know it's going to sound really nasty, but Malaya's a pretty woman.
Yeah, she is.
What is she doing with that bum?
Well, I mean, look where she lives. Slim pickings around there.
Oh, so she can't move?
Well, where would she move now?
True story.
Right. The only one that believes her is her little group of sister friends. That's the only ones that believe her. And the ones that are trying to protect her. Because like I said, as a mother, she didn't do shit. She's a piece of crap mother. And I hope she hears me.
Belinda said Daniel said they were 100% not in the woods. That leaves water or ground. Well,
Right.
then who put them there? Mr.
Right.
Kimmy said they are pretty slow there.
What does he mean they're pretty slow?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, because I don't live in Nova Scotia. So let's get to what her sister said.
Being
Seems to
planted.
me they think they're pretty smart.
So recently, Malaya's sister has spoken out, and she decides to give us information that makes Daniel look like he's the problem.
Blanket taken back to Malaya, who basically identified and said, yes, that looks like it could be Lily's blanket. Oh, here she comes. Good. It's much better if some.
Do you believe that pink blanket was planted?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I do as well.
Somebody who was there actually. Welcome, Haley.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, so just touching on the subject of the blanket.
Have you ever spoken to Haley, Malaya's sister?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no. I don't speak to any of them.
Oh, okay. Well, she's actually a very, very nice person.
Is she?
She's just not. She's not 100% on her sister's side. I've gotten that vibe from her before.
Okay. Well, good. At least someone wants it, wants the truth.
Well, I mean, if my niece and nephew were missing and my sister had no fucks to give, I would be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, same.
Let me tell you about some people that advocate like hell for their kids. Brandy Vaughn, the case of her son that was abducted in Fruitland, Idaho. She gives her own press conferences. She has no rat's asses to give about what people say about her. Sean Hornbeck, his mother never stopped. Even when she was told there was a 1% chance of finding him. Well, he's alive and well.
See, that's the thing as a mother. You're never going to give up. You're never going to give up. You're going to do anything you can. I would do it. Interviews. I would be doing anything. If I, like, you know what I mean? If you know that you have nothing to hide, right? You are going to do anything you can to try and find your children. What mother doesn't talk about their missing children? What mother hides from the media? Only a guilty one. It's been over a year. And apparently she's on like her 4th or 5th boyfriend now, I hear. So I gave her a new name. I call her Hotbox. Yeah. People had a lot of fun last night when I called her Hotbox. Because I'm just floored. I can't believe she got all that time for boyfriends, but ain't got no time to look for her children. She can go on a fake search. They're all drinking beer and yeah, okay. That's a search party, I tell you. Let's all go out on our ATVs and have some beer and do a search. Sure. They did that all for the cameras, all for show.
I call her Malamy.
Malamy? Oh, that's a good one.
Here we go. Here she is.
Across a problem he wasn't expecting.
So did y'all know that Hot Pockets got rid of the sleeve?
And when he read the box, you won't believe
They get rid of the sleeve because she gets pregnant.
The reason why.
That's right.
Saved 3,300 tons of waste. They perfected the recipe now. The only thing they did was...
So I call her Hot Box.
Did they bring back the sleeve? When this guy bought these Hot Pockets from the grocery store, he came across a problem he wasn't expecting.
So did y'all know that Hot Pockets got rid of the sleeve?
And when he read the box, you won't believe the reason why.
They got rid of it to save 3,300 tons of waste. They perfected the recipe now. The only thing they did was just tell you to cook it for like an extra minute.
Should they bring back the sleeve? When this guy bought these Hot Pockets from the grocery store, he came across a problem.
Ridiculous behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
Hot Boxy.
Pretty quiet. I have a son of my own, right? Lily and Jack are my niece and nephew. But yeah, the subject of the blanket, it was found on a tree branch on Lansdowne Station Road in the evening of day one.
Okay.
It was used, or the other part of the blanket was used for a window or a door at the home, and it was thrown out. And this one just ended up on a tree, I guess. But yeah.
Interesting. And so you guys, I understand one of you took a photograph of the blanket and took it back to Malaya for identification?
Yes, Hayden and I did. Yeah.
Okay. And then she said, yeah, it is. And so you called the police who went and, I guess, collected it?
Yeah, no, the police were already down searching that area, but it was in such an open spot that cops were already down there and it wasn't seen earlier on. So it's just all a little mysterious, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't seen.
Interesting.
Earlier on
Okay. Yeah. So was search and rescue in that area?
I don't believe on day one right down there right away. So I was there from the get-go of when everything started.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know how it was missed because it was right on like the start of like a logging road or ATV trail right by the main Lansdowne station.
Okay, so her sister is saying like not right off the bat, probably because they were collecting information and investigating. In anyone that's followed my channel for more than a minute knows when they say we're not searching anymore, we're investigating. But she said a logging road and ATVs. Now, explain that to me, Nettie.
What a logging road is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just like a road they put through where they're going to make a road where they're gonna cut trees. That's all. They just bring in trees from the forest so they can ship them.
Okay.
A logging road, yeah. But I mean, it would be something that they could, drive on. An ATV road.
Don't believe on day one right down there right away. So I was there from the get-go of when everything started.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know how it was missed because it was right on like the start of like a logging road or ATV trail right by the main Lansdowne Station Road, the dirt road. But yeah.
Okay. All right. And the other half, right, was found in the garbage.
I believe so. I wasn't back at the house for that to know that, but that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what Logan said. And yeah, so.
Which is really peculiar, right? Like how, if the blanket was put in the garbage, how did it get out of the garbage and half of it?
Blankets don't walk.
Nope, they don't have legs.
We also know about things that were put in Brad Wong's fire pit. Why and how?
Right, like the bath mat. I believe Brad Wong right from the start.
I've got zero issue with him. He's been nothing but kind to me. Have you
talked to him?
He's been in our chat several times. He's been nothing forthcoming and explained that wasn't his, to quote him, shit in the fire pit. Who is planting evidence and why?
Right.
And let's just say this is a murder, and I hope it's not. There is always a who, what, when, and where.
Right.
So you're telling me that the pink blanket flew from the trash into the tree because somebody wanted to make this look like an abduction.
Yeah, and I got a money tree out back. I'm just gonna go pick a couple dollar bills.
Ooh, baby, send them to me.
Right.
And I live in a very windy state. I live in Oklahoma. We're on Tornado Alley. Okay? So there is no freaking way, unless the winds are 80 miles an hour plus, that something would fly out of my trash and land on a tree. I looked at the weather for that day. There was basically no wind. None.
You know what, Brooks? Our province is very clean. Like if you drive around, like you don't see garbage in the trees and all that. You just don't see it, right? Like this is a beautiful province. And you don't see that stuff. You know, it's just too obvious that it was planted because before that, there was nothing there. And then later on, it was there. Nah.
Britt said little to no wind in the interview either. True story. Stop with the bull crap, said the blanket and shirt was from his burn pit. The bath mat wasn't. It wasn't found on Brad's property. It was found on the Ward's property.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what are we doing putting things around other people's property when there's two people missing?
Right. Yeah, that's awfully sus.
Crystal said, oh, hell no. Someone knows where those babies are. They have to. Someone knows what happened. I'm going to say Wednesday through Friday. Excuse me.
Get into a tree, right?
And I mean, quite a ways down the road, like down the paved road from where they lived, up a dirt road, a good at least mile or two. So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a head scratcher for anybody, right?
So there is a situation with a blanket that Malaya has said could be Lily's, and it was found on a tree branch on the first day of searching at night.
Could be. My understanding, it's pink, and they also use it as basically a curtain, a window shade. Did you hear that as well, Nettie?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, these people. Who put the torn blanket up to their window?
Well, it wasn't torn at the time. They used it.
Okay, well, how did it get torn then?
That's what I want to know. Makes it sound like someone tore down a blanket and strangled a couple of kids and got rid of them, just like Chris Watts did.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he did. That's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two siblings going missing. Right there, no. Right there, it's foul play. One, I could see one, okay.
And when I say strangled, he smothered them.
Pardon?
I said, when I say he strangled them, he smothered his children.
Yeah, he did. I know all about that case.
Mm-hmm.
And there was even, oh my God, did you even see the paranormal evidence of that case? Like you could literally hear kids in the police videos and everything.
No, my friend Aggie sent it to me, and I had nightmares. So, your old friend Brooks, your old buddy Brooks stays away from things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I can talk a good game in the church parking lot, but when it comes to things like that, I get a little skittish. All right, so we have a torn blanket that used to be in the window and suddenly it flies into the tree. Explain that to me.
I mean, if you're asking me, there's no way I could explain that. It doesn't happen.
The Boylan family said they tore it in half, one half in the window, and one piece was in the trash. And that one walked away and jumped in the tree. Belinda said they put the part up the cover window for drafts, and the other piece was for the bottom of the door. Okay, and then it goes in the trash. The day the kids go missing, it jumps out of the trash with no wind and gets in the tree. Kiss my ass.
Exactly.
Time. The problem with this is that where the blanket was found is in a place that was already searched and it wasn't there before. So how does it just turn up later on that night? That is really suspicious. Then we hear that this blanket was actually put in the bin, and then somehow it went from the bin to being split in half, and one half of it was in a tree that was about a mile or two away from the property. That literally makes no sense, and that doesn't happen for no reason.
Okay, things like that happen in Oklahoma. When we get a tornado, people have found Letterman's jackets. They have found wedding pictures. But we're talking about astronomical winds. There was basically no wind that day.
No, because we have hurricanes here and we get really bad hurricanes, right? But not at that time of year, not May. We usually get them in September.
Okay. Well, this was in May. I mean, I've checked the weather report because I thought, well, maybe it was, I mean, I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt before I, insert my foot into my mouth. Malia said she put it in the garbage a few days prior. Oh, she's a cleaner now? The rest of the trailer was disgusting.
Right.
But the blanket had to go in there.
Oh, lies.
You've got empty packets of ramen noodles, cereal boxes, but you had to throw that away. What you were using to keep drafts out. I don't know. I don't get it.
If it doesn't make sense, it's because it's not correct. It's, your brain can decipher things that are real, but not things that are made up.
Boylan said Daniel and his brother pulled it out of the trash to prove it. Okay, fine. I think the blanket has something to do with their disappearance because there's way too much speculation around it.
So if this is Lily's blanket, that was found in the tree, then who put it there? And how does this link to Malaya putting them in a car? Instead, this could suggest that maybe the story about Malaya isn't true and something else has happened. And I do think there's something not quite right about this blanket.
Kat is asking, how are you and how is Malaya doing?
Things are, everything's touch and go. The subject is very touchy for family. Malaya's trying to live somewhat of a normal life.
Okay. The blanket could be a total distraction. But when I hear her sister say this is a very touchy subject for the family.
Yeah, that just hit a nerve with me too.
Okay. And it could be wrong wording from her sister. A-okay by me. Those things happen. It would be the only thing on my mind. Not touchy as in don't talk about it. So what do you think about that?
I don't like the way she worded it. I really don't. She could have, even anything off the top of your head would be better than touchy. Anything, any other word. She could have said, maybe we don't like talking too much about it because it gets everybody all upset, right? Something like that. Not, it's a touchy subject.
Now, what about her sister saying that she wants to live her life?
That right there. That's a joke.
Okay, let's
I
listen.
would not have. Listen, my life would be over if my children were missing. I couldn't think about going out and having beer and doing this and that and meeting different boyfriends and taking the time to, date people. Like I just don't get it. It makes no sense at all to me. The only person that would do something like that is someone that's trying to forget what happened and they're trying to go on with their life and, just kind of try to pick up and just try to move on. That's not what a grieving mother does. I want to say something. You see that picture you got up there, Malaya?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the rim of her t-shirt by her neck?
Yes, ma'am.
See how it's all like someone stretched it and like pulled it? I think her and Daniel were fighting before.
Well, her sister said there was a big fight in the driveway.
Well, the evidence is right on Malaya's t-shirt.
Her Hello Kitty t-shirt, yeah.
Yeah. Look at her at the neck of it. They were fighting. They were fighting over what happened. And they both are at fault. And this is why they're still kind of protecting each other. I think once court starts, Daniel's going to say, he's probably going to try and say something on Malaya so they both go down.
The only other couple I know that got into it when the child went missing is little Quentin Simon, when his mom, Lilani Simon, her and her mom were going nuts at each other. They were fighting in the backyard, throwing each other down the stairs, getting kicked out of restaurants. And I'm like, isn't this a time that you should blend and think about your child?
Yeah, really.
The child missing.
Something not quite right about this blanket.
Kat is asking, how are you and how is Malaya doing?
Things are, well, everything's touch and go. The subject is very touchy for family. Malaya's trying to live somewhat of a normal life. She shouldn't be expected to sit in the house and be miserable. She can have a life too, right? She just, we don't know what happened. I only know from what I was told. I obviously wasn't there when the kids went missing, but she deserves to not be ridiculed as well, right?
Yep.
Right? You want people to agree with
So
you?
I'm not sticking up for anybody in the situation. I know as much as everybody else about what had happened with the children, right? So
yeah. I mean, it's a tragedy. And I think that what adds to it is
Speaking for myself, if two of my children went missing and the government took my child, another child,
right?
I wouldn't be trying to move on with my life. I would be miserable, but I don't know her.
She should be trying to better her life and get her other child back. It's what she should be doing, not trying to move on with her life. Listen, I know you might like this girl, Haley or whatever. I'm not getting a good vibe from her. I feel like she's still covering up for her sister, saying that she don't deserve to be. What was the word she used? She doesn't deserve to be
ridiculed.
Ridiculed. Really?
Robin from Arkansas said, I would not sleep if my grown son, grandson, or granddaughters, any family member, were missing. Right. Not going to happen. Just not going to happen.
Time that has gone on, right? That just simply adds to the stress. I mean, if the police would figure out or could figure out what happened, and Lily and Jack could be found, it would give people a sense of at least everybody would know what happened, right?
Well, yeah, it's to the point where it's 2 months too long. As family, like we're hurting over this. Like it's a lot. And I mean, there's been a lot of things going around.
So she then speaks about Malaya and says that she's trying to live somewhat of a normal life, and she can't be expected to stay indoors and be miserable. And I'm guessing Malaya's sister is referring to the beach trip that took place when she says that. And again, Malaya's sister is saying that they have no idea what happened. So obviously she is going against what Daniel has said. At the moment, you literally have Daniel's theory, which is that Jack and Lily were put in a car by Malaya, and then you have Malaya saying she has no idea what happened. Police haven't given us any information, so we don't even know if the car theory is correct.
And we have 2 cars that are gone.
Right.
Okay? 2 cars that are gone. That's his theory, and he is a stone cold idiot. Either or, the kids are gone.
Because nothing has been confirmed.
That's very much misinformation. Like people are just wild in the Facebook groups. I've stayed quiet.
Thank you, Haley. Thank you.
Like I'm in them, but I stay quiet because I have a son at home that I still need to keep life normal for him, right? But people are starting to figure out who I am, how I'm connected. So I figured, I would give my peace of mind and what I know because people are starting to message and ask. But, I do just want to touch on a subject, though.
Absolutely.
The family altercation that happened in the driveway. I was there for that. So there's a big piece that Logan has left.
Just like you said, there was a big altercation in the driveway.
So, and I'm ready to share that because we all know and have not said anything, but it's a very crucial point that they seem to be skipping over. So this was just before the briefing, if I can remember quite right here. We were all in the house and Dan was in the bathroom. And when I say we, I'm talking about my sister-in-law, her sister, Leia's mother, my partner, and we were all in the kitchen and we heard like things rustling around in the bathroom. We're like, what the hell? So my stepmom went and knocked on the door and was like, Dan, what's going on? Are you all right? Anyway, my sister-in-law went in and said she needs to use the bathroom. So he came out and he's kind of like hovering.
Haley,
and
sorry, Haley. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but just because my mind's sort of going crazy with trying to figure out and keep people straight. Who is your sister-in-law?
So Shelby, Cheryl said I was her sister-in-law. It's like,
but Shelby, the sister-in-law, does not like Malaya at all.
She probably has a reason to not like her.
I mean, she has no good opinion of her, the way she, I'm going to say, dates, life decisions, her, I don't know. I mean, her unambitions to get a job. And you can tell, Malaya is a smart girl. I mean, she could go into any field if she wanted to. But every interview I hear is about Daniel, Malaya, or Jamie. Why is no one's defending the kids? No one's talking about what they went through. Do you find that odd, Nettie?
Yeah, I do. But it's because they're trying to put out their narrative, right? They don't want to talk about how the kids were mistreated or weren't taken care of properly. They weren't fed properly. Like, the school's seen all that. That's why the school called CPS.
And it's awfully funny that, after they have a CPS visit, and then all of a sudden the kids go missing after that.
You just can't move on when your children are missing. You have
can't move on.
No.
Unless you're guilty of something. Like I said, you're trying to move on and get past what happened. If you don't know what happened, you're not going to move on. You're going to search for answers.
Because
they're not going to stop.
I mean, it's one thing if your child dies in an accident. Your child has a childhood illness. Excuse me. And then you're like, okay, you're going to grieve and grieve and grieve. You'll never get over it, but you have closure. There is no closure here. And so when I see a parent of a missing child with no closure that just moves along, I don't get it. Mr. Hemme said Pictou County is, it's like the Ozarks. Listen, I personally like the Ozarks. It's a fun place, but I get you. I dig it.
Like confusing, but Shelby's with my brother. She's my sister-in-law, and Cheryl is Shelby's sister. So
okay,
yeah.
All right, okay. Just to get it straight as to who we're talking about, so that people in chat sort of know. Anyway, go ahead.
So like he was wrestling some things around in the bathroom. And we went in to kind of investigate after him. And there was drugs. Drugs was involved, and that's what fueled the family altercation in the driveway. And I'll be the one to say that because I got so freaking mad after this was found out, because then I said to him, I said, that's exactly why you're acting the way you are, running around like a madman, acting like you're doing everything and everybody's just sitting back, like relaxing. Like nobody was, but nobody was running around like a chicken with their head cut off because we weren't on drugs. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so the kids are missing. He's higher than a kite.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, well, he needs to do drugs just to deal with himself. Like, I don't mean to laugh, but like he's got to keep going at this point, right? So he's gonna have to go and keep doing the drugs. This is like,
but they're more worried about covering their drugs than finding Jack and Lily.
Right.
What I for it from it. I mean, they're having a big fight in the driveway, and then next thing you know, we're in manic mode. MANIC, manic mode, because we've got to get rid of the drugs. Belinda said it seems CPS, the school, Cindy, Wade, Janie, Earl, and others, they knew there was something going on. Well, you know what? They didn't tell Belinda, because I can tell you right now, I know this woman. And if Malaya had made one phone call to her, she would have been like, you can come live with me.
well, I mean, I don't question that whatsoever, but she's not going to call Belinda after however long it's been. And, like she just, like, it seemed like Malaya was good with the kids, before she got with Daniel. The kids looked healthy and clean, taken care of. They, it's just like she went there, and I believe Malaya started doing the drugs with Daniel, and everything went downhill from there. She lost herself. She stopped taking care of the kids. Jack and Lily, they didn't even matter anymore. Why didn't she just call Belinda? Why didn't she call someone and ask for help? Like, I can't. As a mother,
Belinda didn't know. Belinda
That's what I'm saying. Know.
She was
Belinda
shocked.
didn't know a thing. Malaya.
She was shocked as gray on a rock.
Yeah.
When she showed up and she saw the condition of where they were living. I've seen Belinda's house, not in person. I've seen it on a newscast. It's a beautiful home. She's got everything for the grandkids. She enjoys the grandkids. But you know what? That all got thrown away for dick and drugs.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to 100%, I'm going to blame this on the mother because it's her ultimate responsibility.
That's right.
Introduce her children to a stranger and a stranger's mother. And now, poof, they're gone.
Right. I mean, that's the very first thing you should know as a mother and dating and stuff. You do not bring strange men around your children. Like you have to, get to know this person and date and, take at least a year or something, You don't just meet someone and move them right in, Like it's bad parenting 101.
Some women are that way. They just have to have someone. They just have to.
It's disgusting.
Like their self and their kids are not enough.
But that's what the altercation was, because I was like, I confronted his family. It was actually me. And I said, what the hell, guys? Like, what's going on here? Like, why is that involved? My sister broke down and she admitted that he's been on it for 2 years or so. And yeah, so they all got very, very mad when that came about. And they all kind of said, you know what? We already knew that. Well, if you knew that, why the hell is there children in a home with somebody like that? Like, why aren't you protecting the kids that way? Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, if they're
The
her
last
niece
thing
and
that gets
nephew, why
talked
did she
about
do
is the
anything?
altercation that happened at the property. And it looks like everyone turned up. And while Malaya's sister, Haley, and her other relatives were in the kitchen, they heard Daniel in the bathroom and started asking him if he was all right.
All right, going back to the chat, if the mother wasn't involved, he would be talking, in my opinion. Okie doke. Mr. Hemi said she'd bring strange men around these and would say, I'm happy for her. Dear goodness. It really comes, for Malaya, at that time in her life, it was about dick and drugs.
Yep.
Anyway, Haley's sister-in-law then asks to use the bathroom and Daniel comes out. Then apparently they go in and investigate, like they were already suspicious of Daniel for some reason. Maybe after seeing the state of the house. But they ended up finding illegal substances in the bathroom and Daniel had allegedly been using them. Then a big argument erupted and it turns out Daniel has apparently been using illegal substances for 2 years, which obviously means you don't want kids to be around that. But I'm trying to work out how this helps find Jack and Lily. Like, where are they then? Because that's the most important thing at the moment. If Haley is saying...
I'm curious if the person that's over the case has talked to their drug dealer. I've never read anything about it, not saying he did anything, but the drug dealer with people like these people is their best friend. I couldn't believe in the Quentin Simon case all the things that the drug dealer had to say. I couldn't believe in the Harmony Montgomery case.
Listen, most drug dealers don't like people that hurt kids.
Nope, they don't.
Right.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Blackwing, love you, girlfriend. I agree with Nettie. Emotionally and verbally, all these beautiful babies, it breaks my heart so badly. I cry weekly. I know what it's like to suffer severe, serious abuse of every kind, and I know they. Everyone, let's please give her the comment of the day.
Give her the clap.
Oh, Anastasia. There's more to life than dick and drugs. My goodness. Woo. You're fired today.
Her and Malaya have no idea where Jack and Lily are. then they need to focus on finding out what happened. Unfortunately, one side of the family is lying, or they both could be. But who do you guys think is being the most untruthful and why? Because I want to see.
I want to know too. Who is being the most untruthful? Daniel, his mama, or Malia?
If you're asking me, I'm going to say it's all of them because they all know what happened.
Okay.
So I don't know how you can be more untruthful than another because, I mean, if you're just being a truthful in anything, you're just a liar. Oh.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah, me too, Brooks. That's one of the worst things in the world to me is a liar.
Well, and I know it hurts your heart because you're right there. You're in Halifax.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so close, but I'm so far because, like, I'm looking for answers myself, and like, it's only not very far. But I mean, I'm just praying. I pray every day that the RCMP is going to solve this soon.
You know, here's a weird thing. Sometimes the case is already solved, but it's not ready to present to a jury.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Belinda said she was happy for Malia when she said she met someone who she said treated her and her children great. She was a great mom when we saw her. The kids were dressed very well, and she doted on them. So, was it Daniel or the drugs that got in the way?
Well, I think there has to be an outside factor. Because if she was a good mom before, like I think it's drugs. Like you've seen how her looks went down. Like her looks went real down. Oh. You can tell. If you're, there's got to be something else that's pulling her. Because there's no way you're going to be a good mom one day and then not, the next. It makes absolutely no sense.
Well, does anyone have a little bit more time? Your throat dry, Eddie?
What do you mean, Brooks?
You have a little bit more time because I want to go through what Daniel said when the cadaver dogs were all over that, what he calls a resort that he wants to turn into an Airbnb. I'll be the first one to be there.
How the heck's he going to have an Airbnb? You don't even have a job.
I don't know.
You know what he is? The Pipeline Boys is a pipeline dreamer. He's a pipe dreamer. That's what he is. Did you ever hear that saying? A pipe dreamer?
We say that about people that do oil around here because they get on a different crew and they're like, you're a pipeline dreamer. Forget it. You're never going to work on a pump. Belinda said, I have many pictures over time to show that. And I believe her. I've seen them because we're friends on Facebook because I'm cool and you're not, Natty. Come on. We can pick on each other. We're friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop with the bull crap said she also had issues with mental health, wasn't on medication, and just could have given up. And I totally understand that. My thing is, what part of that is the children's fault?
Children are innocent. I don't care what Malaya might have been going through. I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
Kids don't ask to be born.
Nope.
They are a gift from God.
Yep.
Okay? And you take that responsibility. You laid down, you made them children. You better stand up and take care of them. And that's a fact check for all of them.
Or in my case, you stood up in the shower because you thought it was birth control. But either way, they're a gift from God.
100% they are.
Dogs or the human remains dogs were here recently. Walk me through that day. You knew that they were coming, but you didn't know when.
I actually got back from my visit with my daughter, and I come home and the dogs were already, on scene, and they were there for about an hour before I got there. I didn't know the exact day when the arrival was going to happen. It was even a surprise to me, but at the end of the day, everything's ruled out there, and I hope this is speculation, turns elsewhere.
So you arrive home after visiting with your daughter. They're there, and then what happens?
They're there, and then, I walk up, greet them, and meet them for the very first time. It's like, can I come close to you and the dogs? And he said, oh, yeah.
I love how he's acting like he's part of the team.
You know what? He's a liar because they won't let you anywhere near their dogs.
Hell no.
They won't let you near nowhere. They're like, no, our dogs are doing the job. There's no way you can come around our dogs unless you want to get bit. And that's a fact.
He's acting like he's part of the team.
Yes. But maybe Brooks, maybe they're trying to make him feel like he's part of the team.
But they would never let him pet the dog.
Never.
Or smell
That's a bold-faced
the dog.
lie. Never. You're not allowed to run probably 30 feet of their dogs. They'll tell you back up. That is such bullshit. I can't even believe that. Unbelievable.
Now, a few years ago, we had a guy that escaped. He shouldn't have been here in the first place because he committed so many crimes in South America, but that's beside the point. And anyway, the dogs found him. And the dogs had to be basically quarantined with the scent of whatever. And the officers, it's so weird when you're a canine officer, when they wash their clothes, it has basically a scent. No scent, which is very weird.
Well, I mean, dogs, you can wash something, they can still smell whatever they need to smell on it. You know what I mean? You can try to wash someone's smell out of clothes, but the dogs can still smell it. It's been there.
But this filthy fuck is saying that he just played with the puppies and was shaking hands and everything. Holly said, who is special guest? This is Annette from Halifax. Belinda said, I will not argue their spare time. Okay. I hope no. I mean, if anyone has a wrench, make sure no one's bothering Belinda. Please.
Hi, Belinda. I'm praying for your grandchildren every day. Every day.
Investigators were there, or one investigator, and, had a conversation with him, and they said, look, yeah, we're going to do the property. I said, perfect. Let's do every square inch. And that's when it began with, where do you think we should, where do you think we should search? And in my mind, these guys are the best. They're supposed to be the best. They should have mapped the terrain, looked at satellite imagery, and found every single speck on that property that needed to be searched. And they should have had, better coordination with reviewing those maps and people involved from the start with search and rescue to determine areas they need to search.
What happened? Did you tell them where to search or advise them, or what did you say?
I gave them any indication that, soft grounded areas like the marsh, the ponds, anything like that. But I said, you're welcome to do it anywhere. They did inside the house. They did, everywhere. Vehicles. They did everything they could in the amount of time that they were given to do it.
So what did they search when they came inside? How did that go?
Well, when they took the dogs inside the house, they ran from one side of the house to the other, waiting for the dogs to, bark or pick up a scent, and nothing was located. Same with all the property.
Listen,
There was
he don't know
no
that
indication of
because he
anything.
wouldn't be able to be.
He doesn't know
allowed to be in
shit.
there.
He doesn't know shit. No police officer tells you what they're doing.
Mm.
No one.
Oh my God, he must be used to a lot of dummies around him and believing his BS.
No, he does. He'll make anything up.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Oh, there's Pat Kay. She's a Canadian too. And she's done my genealogy. And you know, you and I could be cousins because I'm Canadian.
Oh,
I did not know.
okay.
And everyone hashtag WWPD. Because I would have had zero problems in my life had I listened to Pat Kay. Anyhow, let's go forward.
When they didn't do it once, they took in both dogs. They did the whole thing. They did like up the road. They did the blanket site. They did pipeline where the boot print was found.
He said they did the blanket site. And where the boot print was found. And the pipeline. The blanket site is what really stirs me up. And I mean big time. Why would there be a site if something flew out of your trash into the creek?
I mean, they
planted evidence.
Exhausted every single area within Lansdowne.
Yeah, the pipeline trail right here where we're standing.
Mm-hmm. They did. I mean, they spent every hour they could searching, not planning or anything like that. I mean, they were boots on the ground, just doing whatever they could.
You were mentioning
does
that
it
you had a
mean
bit of a
planting?
tense reaction with one of the dog handlers.
Let's talk about this. Because, see, he is so dumb.
Right.
The register in his brain doesn't have a checkout system in his teeth. And it comes right out his mouth. I'm telling you, all three of them are each other's alibi.
Yes.
I was in bed. He was there. Jamie was talking to her brother for like 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he just said?
I heard it. Planted. He said the word.
Planted.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it was a little bit heartbreaking and saddening to hear what the words that came out of his mouth.
Okay.
And for me, all I was trying to do was ever help. Like that's all I've been doing is cooperating, and to see that and hear that, I mean, it was pretty saddening.
What did he say?
He said your Thursday and all the way leading into Friday morning, there's not enough detail. And I said to him that Thursday was just an ordinary day until I woke up on Friday morning.
Sure it was.
And that's when like life changed. There was nothing like life changing on Thursday. It was a normal day. So therefore, there was nothing detailed.
I can't help but laugh, but he's just giving himself away.
He does. He does. Drippy Thoughtsicles, what a cool name. In my opinion, he fits too many patterns to be innocent.
Right.
Pat Kay said, I love Halifax. Very sad to have this happen. She's been everywhere. You know, she went to Iceland one time.
Ooh.
She was like naked with a bunch of Eskimos. Yeah. Her birthday's next month, and it's always a big thing.
Like, Brooke, look at that picture in the background, right, Dan? Look how beautiful it is here.
It is gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And they're giving this place a bad name.
You know, it only takes a couple scumbags to ruin the whole community.
Right.
True story.
It's very true.
people talk about, East Tennessee. Well, all it took was Dawn and Candace to ruin it. People were buying property. People were doing all kinds of things. But now,
that needed to be remembered that day until Friday morning.
So he was mentioning something along the lines of something happened Thursday night,
Yeah.
and your story isn't matching up.
Yeah, well, and not just matching, it didn't have enough detail for him personally. And then that's when I asked him, do you know anything on the case? And he said, not really. I've seen you on the news once. And that kind of alarmed me, or, shocking, because you're having somebody that's trying to get you to admit to something and they don't know any details. So therefore, my Thursday didn't have any details. Your knowledge of the case didn't have any details. So you shouldn't try to force something on me without knowing any of the background.
Did he make any accusations at you?
Yeah, he did. He said that Thursday didn't have enough details, and we think you did something to the kids Thursday night.
That's
and
right.
asked
Good
him,
on
like,
that.
what are you talking about? Like, I just ran through whole Thursday and Wednesday with you. Like,
now this is what grabbed me, because remember, I'm doing a show about Jack and Lily, not about Daniel, not about Malaya, not about Jamie, not about Durward, and certainly not about any damn YouTube channel that talks about them. They confronted him and they said, we think you did something on Thursday.
Exactly. That's why he said Thursday was just a normal day. Thursday was just no, it wasn't a normal day, Daniel.
No.
It's when your whole life changed.
Belinda said if a woman gets pregnant, she has a choice to keep or not. The man has no choice but to get fixed or wear protection. He was made to pay support until he lost his job and still owes that support. Well, Dan the man didn't do it.
just spent the last 20 minutes talking, and there's not enough detail because I thought it was an ordinary day. In the end, like, cadaver dogs were there, they went through, and the story continues. In conclusion to all of this, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm still helping investigators at every...
He's helping the investigators. He said he's helping the investigators.
Oh, man.
I'm helping the investigators at every point, is what he said.
The drugs got his brain messed up.
It's mush. It's mashed potatoes up there.
It is.
Yeah. He's not helping shit.
No.
He's
Daniel, bud. How old is he? What, 36 or something?
I don't know. He's a turd that won't flush.
Well, look at the gray hairs the man got.
Anastasia said, "Ooh, how important are we, Daniel?" Oh, he's important. Let me tell you what. Here we go. Loving your comments today, by the way. Spare Time said, Belinda, no, you don't. He could have used duty counsel and okay, I don't know about that because I don't live in that country.
Every turn we could possibly think of, and hopefully we see some kind of resolution soon, or some kind of outcome that's positive.
How's that communication in your relationship with RCMP now, 5 months later, and then given that interaction a few weeks ago?
At this point, I go to them. They don't ever come to me. It's just like I have to contact them. I have to go to them. And it's been like that for a little while now because I've given them so many leads and there's only so much I can do.
You can do nothing, buddy.
Hey, Brooks.
You've given them all these leads, and that's the reason you and your buddies have gun charges. Go ahead, Net.
Why do people interject themselves into investigations? Because they want to know what the police know, because they're guilty.
Good luck on that. And he didn't interject himself. He was there. And when they said to him, when he was petting the puppy dogs and smelling their assholes and giving them Alpo, supposedly, he flat out said, they said, I think you did something Thursday night.
I was told not to pursue any leads, so I'm not the one who's going to be going out there investigating.
Why do you pursue leads? Because you're still out there talking to people and finding out new details.
By pursuing leads, they mean if I have a lead, I don't track it down in person. But yeah, like, I'm still open to talk to the public. I have no fake accounts. I don't have anything that would be not under my name. Like, I go fully into every comment with my name.
Do you find it weird when people answer a question that wasn't asked?
Oh, well, it's because they're trying to deflect what the question was.
But her question was very simple. And he started with, I don't have any fake accounts.
Okay, he obviously doesn't want to talk about what she asked.
Mm-hmm. And maybe there were failures in the case. I don't know, because I'm not on the team. But when someone asks a question and they answer in a different way, she asks nothing about his fake accounts, which we know are true.
Present. So I have nothing to hide. People are free to message me whenever, and people are free to discuss anything they want with me. Any angle, any perspective that they have, I'm open to it. And I will pass it along to investigators if it's a solid perspective. Every tip matters. All 800 and almost 900 of them matter.
Do you find that engaging helps for you?
I'm going to turn my camera on so everyone can see me fall off the couch. All 800, 900 of them matter to me. That is amazing. Can we have a round of applause for Daniel because he has collected 900 internet strangers? Wow! Way to go, Daniel. Way to go. Woo hoo. Way to go, Daniel. Way to go. Woo hoo. But they all mean something to him. Super.
It doesn't help me mentally, that's for sure, but I still do it. I'm basically desensitized to all judgment at this point. So if anybody has anything, you can just come to me, or go to Major Crimes. You can go to your local police department. They'll pass along tips, or Crime Stoppers. Because this whole situation has drug on for way too long, and it's absolutely destroying everyone involved.
So what does this tell you now that the cadaver dogs were in, they didn't find anything? Do you think, like, the part on the woods, do you think that's case closed?
It should be case closed. It should have been case closed from the very start. Because with the amount of resources, the technology, and amount of searchers, and everyone deployed in that first initial search, that was a lot. That was an 8-kilometer radius outwards. And it's just the amount of money and people's time, injuries that were just,
When I was at CrimeCon, I met the dudes from the behavioral panel. And they said one of the major things with people is when they close their arms and then they reach out. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's a defensive posture.
So when you close your arms, like you're holding them in, which I never do, it means you're hiding something or you're thinking. And then when you point away, you're trying to convince someone.
Sustained during that, it's just, people should have just opened their eyes to see that we need to look elsewhere. I pointed many fingers, and I think that's where the people should look.
It's not here.
Not here. Not in the woods. The fingers have been pointed.
Oh, hell no. Nowhere around you, right, Daniel? No.
Let's start taking a look.
What's going through your mind as you see their picture every day still?
It's just heartbreaking to know that 5 months have passed and school started, the summer ended. Like, this should be a chance for kids to be interacting and doing kid things, enjoying their lives as kids. You know, like, it's not just all the kids that miss them from school and community, and, you know, at this point, the whole country that, you know they're missing. It's just like, I have kids too that know that they're missing too. And like, that's heartbreaking for them.
All he cares about is his kids.
Where are they?
Not with him.
Nope. Where's Meadow?
CPS.
Yeah.
I don't think he sees the other two either.
No, I don't think so either. All right, we have a lot more to dig up, but we're not doing it today. Actually, it's already been dug up and we are ready to rock and roll. So, Annette, are you going to be back on the show?
Yep. If you want me back, I'll be back.
Anytime. Final thoughts. What do you think happened, Annette?
Okay. 100% the kids were abused. They weren't taken care of properly. They were living in a drug home. Obviously, the kids aren't here anymore. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know Malaya, Janie, Daniel, 3 of them know what happened. The 3 of them are covering for each other. And I believe it's all going to come out soon when Danny Boy goes to court, because he doesn't want to go down alone.
Now we have all the gun charges. I'm surprised there's not more drug charges. And I can't believe that CPS allows him to put Meadow out when he gets supervised visitation. To me, that's very odd. But I don't make the rules. I mean, if we made the rules, things would be different. All right. Well, you all make the rules around here. I want to say thank you so much to the best mod squad on the planet.
Thanks for having me, Brooks.
To our special guest from Halifax, Annette. We have become really good friends and just adore her to the nines, even though she ignores me on Facebook. That's okay. And everyone, just have a cool day, and I'll see you over in Discord, because we're having a Discord live in about 30 minutes. All right. Love to you all. Bye-bye.
God bless all. Bye.